Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make: buying versus renting a house. We're talking about a decision that could lock you into a mortgage for the next 15, 20, maybe even 30 years. But hey, no pressure, right? Let's break it down and see if we can make this whole adulting thing a little less terrifying. Let's start with the financial side of things. Buying a house is a huge investment, probably one of the biggest you'll ever make. And trust me, it's not as simple as swiping your credit card for a new pair of shoes. We're talking serious money here. First off, you've got the down payment. That's the chunk of cash you need up front, and it's not going to be small. Think tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then there's the mortgage, which is basically a fancy word for a really, really big loan. You'll be paying this off for years, maybe even decades. So you better make sure you're comfortable with the monthly payments. And don't even get me started on interest rates. Those sneaky little percentages can add up to a mountain of money over the life of your loan. So, yeah, before you even think about browsing those fancy real estate listings, let's get real about your finances. Okay, so we've talked about the financial elephant in the room. Now let's talk about something a little less intimidating: your future plans. Do you dream of retiring to a peaceful beach town? Or maybe you see yourself rocking a rocking chair on the front porch of your childhood home. If you've got an ancestral property waiting in the wings, that could definitely influence your decision to buy now or wait. Think about it. If you're planning on eventually moving back to your hometown, dropping a ton of money on a house in a different city might not be the smartest move. On the other hand, if you're firmly rooted in your current location, buying a place could be a great way to build equity and create a space that's truly yours. It's all about weighing your options and figuring out what aligns best with your long-term goals. Chapter 3. To stay or to go, the job market hustle. Now let's talk about your career aspirations. Are you the type who thrives on change and jumps at the chance for a promotion, even if it means relocating to a new city? Or are you more of a homebody, content with building a stable career in one place? If you're all about chasing those career dreams and climbing the corporate ladder, renting might be the way to go. It gives you the flexibility to pack your bags and move without the hassle of selling a house. Plus, let's be real, moving can be expensive, and the last thing you need is the added stress of trying to sell your place while juggling a new job and a new city. But hey, if you found your dream job in your dream city and you're ready to put down roots, buying a house could be a great way to establish yourself and build a life. It's all about finding that balance between career ambition and the desire for a place to call home. Chapter 4. Inheritance, the financial wildcard. Okay, time to talk about something a little awkward, but potentially life-changing: inheritance. Now, I'm not saying you should base your entire financial strategy on the hope of inheriting a fortune from your long-lost relative. But if you know that there's a possibility of receiving a significant sum of money down the line, it's definitely something to factor into your decision-making process. Think of it like this: that inheritance money could be your golden ticket to finally buying your dream home. It could help you make a larger down payment, snag a lower interest rate, or even allow you to buy a bigger place than you initially thought possible. Of course, there are no guarantees when it comes to inheritance, so it's important to have a solid financial plan in place regardless. But hey, it's always nice to dream a little, right? Chapter 5. Ignore the Joneses, don't let peer pressure rule your finances. And last but not least, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the Joneses next door. You know, those friends, neighbors, and even social media acquaintances who seem to be buying fancy houses left and right. It's easy to get caught up in the comparison game and feel like you're falling behind if you're not on the same track. But here's the thing, your financial journey is your own. Just because everyone else is buying a house doesn't mean you have to, especially if you're not financially or emotionally ready. Remember, those perfectly curated Instagram posts don't always tell the whole story. People rarely post about their massive mortgages, their endless home repairs, or the fact that they can't afford to go on vacation because they're house poor. So yeah, take a deep breath, mute those social media accounts if you need to, and focus on what's right for you. So there you have it, folks. A balanced scorecard approach to help you decide whether to buy or rent a house. And as promised, let's take a quick hypothetical example. Imagine a young couple, just married, expecting a baby, living in a city that's not their native town. The husband would need to spend 50% of his savings and 40% of his salary on EMI for the next 15 years. They might want to rent and seek better job opportunities or decide to call this city their home. The choice is yours. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more personal finance tips. See you next time.